Hello viewers, it's Barr and Ukonu, and I welcome you back to my channel. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. And for all my returning subscribers, I appreciate you guys. You're the reason why I make these videos, for all your beautiful comments, for all your support. I really appreciate you all. God bless you. You guys have really been a source of strength. And if there's any type of concern you want me to treat, don't forget to always leave it in your comment section down below. And today's Brainbox series, we'll be looking at the topic titled 3 life-changing habits. Now, are you a little stagnant or unmoving? Or are you feeling lost in life, like you're not making progress towards your goal? Or do you feel like you repeat the same routine over and over without any result, or with little or nothing to show for it, and nothing is working regularly the way it ought to be for you? Because you don't find out that in life these days, it's all now centered on working a regular job. You wake up 8 a.m., you go to work and you close by 7 p.m., or you go to school, you come back and you're concerned with doing your homework and assignments and all that. Fine, these are normal. But when you feel yourself at this point that you feel stressed this way, then it is quite important to take an action at this point, and in time that you feel this way, to do things that will help you to lift you up. Now, there are certain habits, there are certain activities that we can be doing on a daily basis that will help to lift us from where we are to where we ought to be. Number one of those habits is what? Always grateful. Now, gratitude, being grateful is said to foster with gratitude. Now, that's why you need to have a gratitude book. Write down 5 things that you're grateful for. What are the things that you're grateful for? Write them down. You see that you see yourself in a brighter perspective, and not worrying about the things that you don't have, but being grateful for the things that you've achieved, which will set your mind being active and lighting up in order to fight the day's cause, and also to fight your dreams and your goals. And you see yourself not being depressed. That's why last week I treated the topic stop worrying and start living. When you're grateful, you see yourself on the side of what? Living life, and not worrying about the things that you have not achieved. But when you're grateful, you see yourself what? Flying and soaring higher, being higher, soaring higher, and being what? On the brighter side of life. Now, the number 2 factor, the number 2 habits that will help you what? To stay positive, and also what? The life-changing habit is what? Apply the 80-20% principle. Now, what does this principle state? Who formulated this principle? This principle was formulated in the 1800s by a great economist known as Wilfredo Pareto. Now, how did he formulate this principle? He looked at his surrounding environment, that the people in his countryside that owns landed property in that region, that 80% of the landed property that is being owned in that region is being owned by what? 20% of the population. And this principle can be applied in every sphere of our lives. It can be applied both in your business, it can be applied in your daily living, it can be applied in everything that you do to enable you to actualize success. And how can you do that? This principle gets to show that 80% of your success comes from the 20% efforts that you put towards the success. And how does this operate? It shows that 80% of your struggles is most times unimportant. 80% of the things you do most times is when you get the results that you want. Actually, it's the 20%, and that entails getting the things that you need to do, getting them right, and getting them done on time, and when you ought to do them. Now, how can you get this 20% of the things you need to do that will help you to build the 80% result out of life? Now, the first thing you need to do is to set a to-do list for yourself. Get out a to-do list. Set down the things that you need to achieve, and you write them in the order of importance. That's why they said scale of preference. The most important should be the number 1, and the least important should be at the bottom. Then when you're done doing that, you start from the bottom to strike out. You strike out 80% from the bottom. When you get to the 20% up towards the top, you stop. It shows that from the number 1 to the 20th percent, that shows that these are the most important things that you need to achieve in life. Then you start working with them. What does this help you to do? It helps to keep you focused, and it also helps you to streamline the things you need to do in order for you not to be about everywhere, doing everything, but actually achieving what? Little result. It helps for what? Effectiveness. It helps for productivity, and also helps for what? For actual results, and for what? A better result, which will help you what? To be concentrated and to get the things you need to do rightly, and to get the right things done at the right time. That is what these principles entails. So if you can put these principles to practice, you realize that you will not be everywhere doing everything at the same time, but rather you scale them out in the order of preference and do the right things you need to do, the time you need to do them, and scale out the ones that are not too much important. But sometimes we see ourselves doing the unimportant, leaving the important ones, then clashing up things. You realize that you might not achieve the result you ought to achieve in life. Then the number 3 and the last tip, life-changing habit I'm going to be sharing with us in this video is to implement effective daily habits. Implement effective daily habits. You know, the daily habit that we have the morning routine, set out into the morning routine and the night routine. You know, sometimes you find yourself, you see yourself getting up in the morning, you feel unmotivated and you just feel like, I just feel like staying in bed. It do happen to us sometimes. It shows that your morning routine it's not quite interesting. It shows that your morning routine is not quite okay. Then you need to change it because it's uninteresting and you don't find it something interesting to do. Now, what do you need to do on a morning? A usual morning, you can find yourself reading news. Papers from the news, or reading a newspaper, or listening to the news, or listening to a podcast, or sometimes you find yourself taking a walk or jogging, or you find yourself going to your place of work. That thing that leads your day, do that thing in the morning. This is the thing that will help you leads your mind, prepare your brain and prepare your heart for the things that you're set to achieve. And when you're done for the day, you have the evening routine. What does your evening routine do for you? It helps you to distress. Your evening routine is something that you should do, that you find joy doing. That is your hobby. Things are less stressful. Things that will detach your mind from the stress of the day that you have gone through. And this will help you to settle, to relax, and to calm the mind in order for you to be energetic for the next day, for the following day's activity. Therefore, it is not quite easy to build up the habits, but it's something that we can do to put on the require effort every day, little by little on a daily basis, to build up this habit, and to help you to be a stronger, a better, and a more confident person when you see yourself actualizing the result that you want out of life. There's more to this. This is not all there is to it. But if we can put these 3 life-changing habits into our routine on a daily basis, I presume and I know that things will actually change for you. Whatever thing that you're struggling with, are you struggling struggling with meeting up with your goals? You find that these things will be a walkover for you. Therefore, let's put these 3 life-changing habits to practice and find ourselves flying high, and the sky will be your starting point. Activate your brain today.